Great. So we have Tara Devlin. Okay, and then do we also have? Oh, I thought maybe we were going to have Amy Vilela as well, which would be fun. Sure, but she made. Oh, there she is. She's back in.
I'm here.
Great. And Amy, apologies. It turned out the error was on my end. It's always good to kind of know that when you're having technological problems, because it makes you feel like technologically insecure in some way, which, hey, there are many ways in which we are. But yeah, great. And then we also have Tara Devlin, who maybe is hopping in. But I did a quick intro about Amy earlier, and I'm really thrilled personally to get the opportunity to meet you. I haven't yet seen the documentary on Netflix, but I'm looking forward to seeing it, and have definitely been inspired by you and so many other great women who have been pushing hard on that glass ceiling. So we'd love to just heard enough from me already. We'd love to hear a bit from you, Amy, about why you're here, why you are, why you believe in net neutrality, and why that's, I assume, been critical in getting you to the point where you're at right now in your career as well.
Yeah, so definitely it is important. Coming from just recently having a run as an insurgent candidate, as a progressive candidate, fighting against corporate political powers, to not have net neutrality would be even more crushing. We don't have the resources or the ability to reach out in other traditional means for being able to run campaigns that traditional, corporate Democrats or even Republicans would have. So to me, when you start talking about we're going to start throttling based on, who it is and the content, it's really taking away the ability for people to have a voice. And we see a lot of the change that's happening because we're able to have this mass media effect and be able to reach out to thousands and thousands of people. It is so important to keep net neutrality.
Awesome. And Tara, I'm not sure which way you pronounce it, so let me know. But yeah, since we have an opportunity to have a conversation here, I think you're muted. So I believe you have to unmute yourself, but would love to have you hop in as well.
Mamma mia. Mamma mia, am I muted?
We can hear you now.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
All right. Yeah, I hear you. I just have an echo. That's probably something I've done.
Yeah, there's a bit of a delayed effect. But yeah, would love to just introduce yourself as well. Tara Devlin, Republican Dirty Tricks. Yeah, be great to hear.
Yes,
really
well, it's RDT Daily. Come join it. Yeah. All right, I'm just going to take my headphones off for a second because I can hear myself reverberating back, and I have enough of myself. So, yes, you can find me on Republican Dirty Tricks, RDT Daily. We have a Facebook page, YouTube channel, of course. My show records every Saturday evening live from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern at the RDT Daily Facebook and YouTube channels. Rebroadcast on Sunday starting 6 p.m. Eastern on Progressive Voices, or anytime on the Progressive Voices app, or GDPR Revolution 99, iTunes, SoundCloud, all those places. So that's me. And Twitter, find me there, whatever, if you are so inclined.
Awesome.
So anyway, net neutrality. That's why we're here.
That's why we're here. Yeah, we'd love to hear just,
anyway, as it discouraged me. I'm sorry about it's the echo. But when I heard that the petitions were given to Mitch McConnell, but as historian Christopher Browning calls Mitch McConnell the gravedigger of American democracy. He compares him to Hindenburg, Paul von Hindenburg, in the decline of the German Republic, before it was taken over by fascism. This is a Nazi, a World War II historian that says that future generations will look back on Mitch McConnell with that glowing accolade. So he has called himself the grave digger of the Senate, or the undertaker, whatever he's called himself. Oh, the Grim Reaper, I think he's called himself. Which it's really a disgrace to proudly label yourself the gravedigger of the Senate is and this is why we need net neutrality on top of it, because they are whittling away slowly at our freedoms. And now when you think about the cable industry, or TV in general, broadcast, before the repeal of the Fairness Doctrine and the end, what was it? The Telecommunications Act of 1996 that Bill Clinton signed, we had 50 corporations, not just corporations, 50 companies owning the outlets of media communication in this country. Now we have six giant transnational corporations, which there used to be laws against cross ownership, and from radio, you couldn't own a radio station, a TV station, the newspaper in the same market. Now that all went away with the Telecommunications Act. So they deregulated the media. That's what gives us places like Fox News, where we have, or Rush Limbaugh, where we have silos of information. And they always complain about it, the divided country. This is why we have a divided country, because there is no currency of truth anymore. Everyone is getting their information in different camps. So what do you think is going to happen when corporations fully take over the internet? It's not going to be what we have today. This is what they said about broadcast when they deregulated, before they deregulated broadcast. Oh, you're just imagining things and everything will be the same. Everything. No, it's not the same at all. In fact, it's a lot worse. And every time you whittle away at the people's ability to stand up to corporations, to have that voice, you are limiting democracy. This is the end of if they do this to us. We're the only country in the democratic systems that has this law. We need to protect our freedom of speech and right to access to communication. Anyway,
awesome. Yeah, no, that's
I think there's also a human element to this.
Historical context.
That's my speech.
Yeah, Amy would like to hear more.
Also on the human side of this, just from the day-to-day, person, working class individual, when they start doing this and increasing prices on, depending on, what you want to be able to access, this is really going to have a detrimental effect to people who are already struggling and going to decrease their access to information. I see it also part of just class warfare. I mean, this again is right now opening the doors for only people who have more money, will have more access. And to me, it's really increasing the class warfare that we see going on in this country right now, not just on this level, but on many. So this is not an issue that we should be silent on. We should be fighting on it. It may not be as sexy as other issues, but it is definitely something that we should be calling your representative, calling, not even just yours, just calling as many as you can and letting them know where you stand and holding them accountable if they're not out there fighting to ensure our protections.
Awesome. Thank you, Amy. And apologies again for the technological challenges. Right. But I'm glad that we got you back in, and we have a bit of a backlog of great folks to join the live stream now. So I think we'll probably wrap up there. Amy, you didn't get to say just how should folks follow you if they want to see where your amazing career goes from here, besides watching the documentary?
Definitely. You can go to my Twitter, and my Instagram feed are the same. It's at Amy, 4, the people. You can also find me on Facebook, Amy for the people. Definitely follow. There'll be a lot more exciting things coming up here pretty soon, and a lot more. We're gonna have some announcements coming up, so definitely keep an eye out.
All right, good foreshadowing. Thank you both.